right here. We are live. There we go. Let's make sure I'm good here. Damn, the light is fucking bright. Wow. Yo, yo, yo. We are live. What up? What up? Yo, John, what's up, buddy? What's up? What's up? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. We are live. Whoa. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Oh, yesterday made me so happy. I've been telling people for so long that Gon would win. Yeah, Clutch. Let's Clutch. I think. What was your feeling as the fight was going? Let me know what you were feeling, and I'll tell you my opinion. Should UFC 3.1 main event. Be rescheduled. Oh, that's not correct. Spelled correct. Yes. Okay. What did you think about Verna versus Dern? Did Dern win by decision because the UFC wanted her as champion, or did Verna win? Verna did not win. Verna did not win. It's complicated because I thought Dern won at least 4 rounds. Verna was getting takedowns, but she was doing nothing with it. Literally nothing. She really wasn't even threatening with submissions. At least Gelatin, even though people are like, he's not doing anything. Yeah, but he's looking for submissions. He's trying to, yes, he's trying to control, but he's also trying to find submissions. Um, I don't know. It's a complicated thing, I guess. Gon tuned him up. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Clutch, I want to know your opinion, buddy. I'm curious on your opinion. Appreciate you, Mason. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. I don't think it's as easy as did he quit? Because I definitely think he got eye poked. I think the frustrating part, especially for us, you know, fans have been waiting to see Tom fight because he's unproven, even though people act like he's God's gift. Um, it's frustrating that the fight ends like that. Again, I know it's Gon's fault because he does that, but it's just frustrating. Gon was scoring. Tom couldn't figure him out early. I knew his game plan against Gon was not good. It was going to look like the first round for 2 more rounds. Yeah, I think the hard part is like Tom's best chance of winning that fight is early because he's so explosive. He is fast because we don't know what he's like later in the fight. We just haven't seen it. We've seen Gon multiple times deep in fights. Now, again, you can say, yeah, he's lost all these chances, but look who he's fought. Francis, he did, weird things. And then obviously John finished some. Got in Vegas trying to go to the Apex event. Hell yeah, that's just my opinion. I think there's a possibility of milking. Garcia smashing David. Yes, I saw another channel that Verna won. Since I still have not seen the fight, I cannot make up my own mind. Verna did not win. Whoever said that doesn't know how to score MMA. Jones ran through Gon and Gon school. Tom busted his nose. Yep, Tom was getting beat up though. Yep. And see, that's the issue is like the numbers say that it's close 30 to 27, significant strike wise for Gon. The thing for me is like if you're scoring damage, Gon's creating the damage. Tom's nose is busted open. Even if it's just the nose is messed up and it's bleeding, yeah, but God created that damage. So God wins that first round. That's just how that works. Gone double eye poke. Yeah. Now I would have been like, okay, because this one was worse. His finger was in it, and he didn't even complain once about this eye. He complained about this one, which he pushed on it. I understand that that's an issue. It sucks for sure. God, you can't do that, but it's frustrating. The guy in the chat who bet 25,000 on Aspinall got lucky the eye poke happened because he led to no contest, so he was refunded his money. Correct. Jones smashed Gane. Yep. I said in chats before that Gane for the time will have trouble landing on Jones because Jones has long reach and he is hard to hit. Correct. I said Tom's punches would land on his palms. 100% correct. Double eye poke is unacceptable. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Jones, especially because Gane didn't have to do that. Jones ran through him. Yes, he did. I leaned Aspinall because of the grappling, but if he couldn't get the takedown, it was going to be trouble potentially. 100%. That's what I said. The biggest question is can Gane stop the takedowns? Tom did get fouled. Yep. Gane clearly cheated. Well, he didn't cheat beforehand, and his nose got busted open. And that's just the reality. Even if the eye poke didn't happen, Gane would have won later on. True. Tom would have had trouble breathing through his nose. Correct. Leading him to get tired. Correct. Plus, the first takedown Asma shot for got defended easily. Correct. Imagine his takedowns when he got more tired. 100% correct. Correct. Montserrat Ruiz, the neck tattoo, is a trash fighter. She's okay. She hasn't fought for a while, I think. Broke Tom's arm with that kick. I don't know if he broke his arm. It's a case of overhyped fighters. Correct. Nose getting busted, coming in heavy. Tom was not going to get better than that first round. Correct. Gabe was on his way to win or gone, even though I had Tom. Correct. And at first, I do have to apologize for how I was acting because it's a frustrating thing where people think that I hate Tom and I hate on these some fighters. I don't hate fighters. The problem I have is when you get it's like when a prospect comes up and he wins a few fights, they're like, "Oh my god, he's great. He has potential to be world champion." But they're saying future world champion, future world champion, future world champion. Those are the things that people say. And then they fight someone with actual experience and they don't look so good. Even if they win or don't win, it's like, okay, that was his first test. How does he do with that? People like to highly rank people in their mind and put it out in public when it's not necessarily warranted. Like, for instance, Jose Delgado. People were picking him to beat Nathaniel Wood. I thought Nathaniel Wood would win because of the experience. Now, again, it's of course was a very controversial fight. I thought Wood won the second, the third round. If you thought Delgado won, fine. But that's an instance where Delgado to me wasn't being overhyped. I thought it was a huge step up, but he looked good. There's nothing there. Same thing with the Nasser Hapras fighting Quinlan. I thought Hapras was looking good before the knockout. I thought it was a huge step up, and he looked good. Nasser was looking good until the head kick, until he stopped moving forward. To me, it still shows. Okay, I want to see some more from Quinlan. He looked good. He found the shot, but I'm not ready to be like, okay, this guy's gonna be an issue because we seen in the Yanel fight, he didn't look great as the fight went on. Hopefully, I explained that. Okay, enough. Gon was beating his ass. Not gonna lie, I think he would have won that. He could have taken Gon down. He couldn't take Gon down. Well, he only tried once, so we got to give him credit there. But yes, no, she's a trash fighter. So is Elise Pereira. That's fair. Aspinall face looked like Halloween mask. Yep. No, it's just Tom shouldn't disrespect the best ever. Yep. I was so excited to see what Aspinall was made of in round two. We were 19 seconds of getting there. It sucked. It was cool how in the beginning Gon had his hands up and then lowered them later on because he had no respect for Aspinall striking. People talk crap about Gon, but he's badass. Also, he caught Tom coming in. There were so many questions I had and he did hit Gon. He hit him with that leaping straight that he has, who like he finished Tybora with. I think he finished Tybora with him. And then you seen Gon's reaction. Nothing. Was he moving away with it? Sure, but still. Tom was closing the range and was going to beat him. You guys can say all you want after round one. All right, I don't care. Saki goaded, smashed him. Gon went eye poke after feeling the pressure. It's definitely not that because any one of us, if someone gets too close and trying to throw fist, our immediate reaction is they're gonna put our hands out. Again, again, it's unacceptable. But because he eye poked him when he was having success, when he was winning the round based on damage, sorry, but a bloody nose is the worst thing, that most damaging thing that happened in the first round. That is the reality on Gon. Gon has no reason to do that intentionally because he's doing well. Head kick KO. Yep. Ronda said she hadn't gone to the UFC event because she fears she would be booed. She said it shouldn't bother her, but it would. I wouldn't boo her. Lolita, the issue is she was not very kind to people. She just wasn't. Johnny Bones is the happiest guy right now, as he should be. Doesn't respect Tom striking, has a close fight with Ngannou and breaks down Derek Lewis. Correct. Gon beat Ngannou? No. It's time. It's time. I think Almeida might be a case of consistently fighting dudes 30s to 40 pounds heavier and trying to control them as a dude much lighter. He's gotten reversed against heavyweights consistently. It's kind of the same thing how I feel about Marab before these last two fights. Is if he would implement some ground and pound or some even looking for some submissions like some Kimuras or getting to half guard and then just looking for something. It changes the whole way he fights and how fighters want to fight him. Tom was getting beat up. He wasn't breathing heavy. He was breathing heavy. He's overrated. He doesn't deserve an interim champion. He was gonna lose. He's still an interim champion. John could have took him down and done whatever. And 100% after watching him fight Don, he's human. Like sometimes, like me, I'm not sold on him being a great. But you go in there and be like, okay, well, what can this fucking guy do? Am I missing something? And you go in there and you watch that first, like beginning of the first round or whatever first round that we had, and you're like, oh, he's human. He's human. I always thought it was cool how Gon did the thing against Lewis where he covered up and charged towards Lewis, especially after seeing that Lewis did to Blades. That's true. And I think he's scared that if he were to open up, he gets shucked off. Yep, he should probably drop to light heavyweight. I said that when I was live. No, Ronda was not kind at all. Yep, and I think that's the issue with especially fans. But still, Volkan Aspinall 2, I wouldn't boo her. Volkov gone 3, yikes. How do you think Jelton versus Walter Walker goes? Jelton probably beats him up. Pantoja Van, I like Pantoja. The dead ass heavyweight division gets more dry. Yep. Yep. Man, I'm fucked up off these. Damn, dude. Do you think Cyril Gahn will be a successful champion knowing he lacks the grappling? Well, he defended the takedown there. We don't know how he is on the ground until someone takes him there, but he did defend a takedown, so I don't know. Tom came up quick in the rankings, not in the championship form. Correct. I don't think he's ready for those championship fights. And see, like that's the thing is like maybe he is. But the only thing I've been trying to tell people, and they don't like to hear it, is we don't know much about Tom. Yeah, he's getting these fast knockouts, but look who he's fighting. The heavyweight division is bad. Tom is good and he's fast and he's powerful. When he fights slower guys or guys that have hard time with powerful, fast heavyweights, it doesn't accurately show what their skill set is. It just doesn't. Unfortunate, but it doesn't. Facts, Ghana is too light on his feet for a get KO'd. Even Francis couldn't touch him. He made him wrestle. That's how good he is on the feet. Yeah, and the reason why Taito Avasa was able to drop him, because they were going back and forth. And Taito Avasa is a fast, powerful guy. And even then, got dropped, got on his butt, got back up, and was good, and then finished high. So it's one of those things that if he's brawling and he's gets caught flat-footed, then he gets caught. But you could see against Tom, he was heavily prepared to use that lateral distance, lateral movement, I mean. So it's one of those things where that's the test for Tom. Feel bad for Volkov. He got robbed against Gon in the second fight, and he was supposed to fight the winner of Gon Aspinall, correct? But how they're gonna do Gon versus Aspinall rematch? Well, they're doing that immediately. And honestly, after the Volkov fight, split decision, he shouldn't fight Aspinall. Marab Petter, remember when Marab rained Jan from behind and he did pat his ass up both. I'm pretty sure Patted him. Yeah. Laporte, Indiana, the house. Yep. How good is Walter Walker? Good. You know, and I think he makes it simple. He keeps it simple. Umar is still not ready for Marab, especially at this point. And I guess in 2026, the best move for Marab would be moving up. I agree. I don't think Gan's ground game is that bad. People crap all on him for holding the Kimura against Volkov, but that's a legit BJJ move. Yes. Also, he was submitted against John. Like, this is John that we're talking about. How about Gan's not terrible on the ground and John Jones is just fucking good? How about that? How about that? How do you think Jelton versus Walter Walker goes? Great. Probably Jelton. I gotta be honest. Hermes do they make you dizzy? So I was wrestling with my nephew yesterday, and he went to take me down, and I fell face first right into the metal table in the living room. Broke my nose, two black eyes, one of my eyes. Jesus. Eagle, hello, hello. Is swollen shut. Damn, dude. Damn. Oh, jammed, dry humped petter. Yep. I ate a lot. Damn, dude. Did you watch the Joseph Parker Wardley? That was a good ass fight. Yeah, it looked good. I seen a lot of people being really upset with the stoppage. I gotta be honest, I wasn't terribly upset about it when I watched it. Yes, sure, maybe he was okay, but he wasn't doing anything defensively. And you could be like, he's moving, but he's getting hit a lot as he's moving. He's getting hit a ton. You can't do that and then expect a referee not to stop it. How are you? I'm pretty good. How about you? Jones King of MMA. Yep. If you're not, you're okay. Ghana is as good as he can be for the heavyweight division. Good takedown defense. You can tell he's been working on it. Correct. That John submission worked him pretty good. Yep. Yep. And you got to think like losing the John Jones fight is in the way he did, and then shouldn't have beaten Volkov, and now he's like, oh, he gets the chance to fight Tom. Okay, okay. So it's probably good that he's had some time and all that stuff to get off, had time off. Red, should I give him a countdown? Possibly. Possibly. No one could touch my chin. I'm an eagle. Okay. What, that go? Don't scare me. I said, what? Crippen? John, when I beat Tom, yes. Hit the thumbs up. Yep, absolutely. Smack that like button. I've gotten really bad concussion and threw up a lot last night. I've been sleeping all day today. Damn, Chase. Holy moly. You think we're gonna get Jones Poets at Winehouse card? Yep. Yep. Tom got stunned a few times, even in the first exchange. Well, the big one for me, and I was like, ooh, God's been doing his homework, was when Tom rushed him and he got hit with the left. I think it's right when his nose got fucked up. It's like, huh, hmm, all right. I got him a little bit. Raj, come on. Eye poke was wild. Yes, it was. How long you been streaming? 18 minutes. Imagine what Jones would have done to Jalton if they fought. Oh, he would destroy Jalton. It would be brutal. Brutal. Alex or Jones? I gotta go Jones, but Alex is a threat. I watched the fights from the hospital. Damn, man. Yo, what's up, Chris? Tom, nice body kick. Yeah, it was a great body kick. It was great. Good leg kick. Kind of spun, got around. Again, there was nice things. Nice right straight. I was curious to see how Ghana would take it, and he took it well. Eagle will back. Okay. Jones would smash Volkov too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So many so many submission openings. So many of them. Crazy. Interesting in the Jones fight, he immediately addressed blocking the southpaw jab to pressure effective, but Tom couldn't. If you can't block Gon's jab, you can beat him. Correct. Correct. You can't beat him. Yeah, Gaethje fought legends in his career, but when they are in beast mode, title strip Charles, post father lost Khabib, 12-5 win streak Tony, point down Max, post divorce Ilya. Yeah, I mean Gaethje has no chance against Ilya. No chance. Fuck Gon's leg up? No. It didn't he didn't mess with his movement even a little bit. Khabib is overrated or not? Yes, he's overrated. Good fighter. Overrated though. So many of these Jones haters are coping so hard. Like I was rewatching some of Fight Companions, and someone said that Aspinall was fainting his takedown. That's unbelievably stupid. Unbelievably stupid. I know he did it once, after he had went for a takedown and gone backed up, but That's it. Khabib was giving advice to Tom before the fight. Good advice too, in my opinion. Yeah, sure, but he didn't do anything of it. He didn't do anything of it, so it didn't mean anything. Joan would smash Tom. Yeah. Tom fraud Aspinall. Yep. Again, he had good moments, but you're telling me that's the GOAT? Come on, man. Taporia Patty press conference. That'd be awesome. Aspinall the GOAT. Yeah, right. Aspinall's the GOAT. You realize how all the Tom fans went away? Oh, they have not. I've been going back and forth with it. People like to go on numbers because Gane only outstruck him by 3 shots. They're like, "Oh, yeah, he dominated." I was like, "No one said he dominated. They said he looked human." And they're like, "Well, how does he look human?" I was like, "Well, that's because people like to talk about that he's gonna finish Gane in 90 seconds. He's gonna finish Gane in round number 1." There was no indication of Gane going anywhere. 0. 0. None. Jones would butcher Aspinall. Yep. Is that cat of a fan of Cerrone too? He's damn right he is. That's Cerrone's cowboy hat right there too. Boom. It's just John Jones haters. They're not really Tom fans. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. John will fuck him up on the feet. He doesn't even need to grab them. Yep. Stop uncovering fucking temples for a little what? Little time being, and let's discuss these. What are you talking about? I mean, I don't see why you shouldn't be a fan still. It was very close round and gone fouled. Fan? What are you talking about, Rays? That makes no sense. Obviously, Gane shouldn't have fouled. We would have gotten more of the fight, clearly. I did see the fight, but is it true Gane was getting the better of Tom before the eye poke? Yes. Yes. I'm a Tom fan and still think he can defeat Gane in the next fight. I think he lost aura after being a quitter. He definitely wasn't a quitter. He got eye poked. It's frustrating because we waited for so long for him to be in there. He looked human. He looked very beatable in there. And then that happens. Did you see where Michael said that Tom is like the Mike Tyson of MMA before the fight? It's awful. It's fucking disgusting. Despicable. I just don't think Tom is gonna want to change his style of fight. Oh, he's not. He's not gonna change his style of fighting until he loses. That's the reality. That is the reality. I don't think that Tom will be able to take the spinning back kick that he landed on Stipe. I agree with that, but again, to me, it just hit that upright style, that blitzing style that Tom likes to do. He did it twice against Gane. Didn't land one of them, got caught coming in, and that's just like, okay, John's gotta get a hold of you there. Like, that's the reality, and he's big up top, small up on bottom, so John Jones will defeat Tom. Yeah. Yeah, he'll make it look easy too. How about being rusty? Did that affect Tom's performance? I don't know. I don't know. He did the same thing he typically does. And the thing is, I picked Tom, but saying that there was a possibility of milking the situation is not ridiculous. The whole situation was so abrupt. He didn't take 5 minutes. Doctor said I was okay. The problem is Tom repeated 3 or 4 times, I cannot see. As soon as the foul happened, he said, I can't see. Can't see. And then the ref's talking to him, they're doing all this. He's like, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. Once you tell a doctor you can't see, fight's over. Cat is stupid. Thank you. Only Tom knows, but it's not ridiculous to have suspicions. 100%. Spinning back kick was wicked. Yep. To the goat. Why was the kicking so much in the fight too? That's not his aura of expertise. I mean, he kicks, and it was a nice body kick. It was a nice leg kick. But he looked human. Ian Gary will knock out Muhammad. Yes. Also, I was talking to Chase the last time. Okay. Could Pereira catch that spinning back kick? No. No. I think Gane improved his takedown defense as well. Oh, he definitely did. But I think a lot of it is his movement. He was keeping good distance. He wasn't rushing in. So that helped him a lot. Aspinall said he couldn't see as soon as it happened. The round was not close. Tom is out of breath in a minute, breathing heavy and getting ready to get knocked out. That's the reason why he quit. The doctor said he was good to go. He got poked. Yes. He did the right thing, which was take care of himself. The issue here is the overhype. Correct. He was not and may not beat Gane. Exactly. Exactly. My issue isn't with Tom. My issue is how overhyped Tom has become. because so many people act like he's incredible and he's this next best thing. Got Biz being fucking talking, comparing himself to Tom Aspinall. Get the fuck out of here with that. People don't realize how easy Jones beat Cyril. Yep. Everybody loves Grumpy Cat. Yeah. The fucking cat cowboy pick in the background, bro. Why do you think Aspinall did that random spin? He threw a spinning kick, but then he also randomly spun around without throwing anything. I think he was, to me, it seemed like he was going to try to go for like another spinning back kick or spinning back fist. He was just trying to time Cyril as he was doing his side to side movement. Hey, bro, how are you? Pretty good. How about you? I was disappointed how the main event ended. I was looking forward to watching the fight. I agree. Breaking news: John Jones versus Conor McGregor officially announced. Makes no sense. Everyone's looking forward to that fight. Yep. I talked to the Fight Night Frankie about doing a podcast with you. He said there were some talks before, but it never got to it. I would love to talk to Frankie. That'd be awesome. What did the dude say? I don't remember. People saying John was scared to fight Tom. Yeah, fucking right. Woods versus Dan Ige, who would you have? It depends, because I thought Woods could beat Jose Delgado using his movement and how well rounded he is. Now he just chose to be a dog and go out there and box with him. Makes no sense to me. But yeah, but no offense, but you're not a good fighter or strong at all. Okay. It ain't gonna make sense if it makes dollars. Okay. Yeah, I think collab would be interesting. It would. Absolutely. Poetan moving up to heavyweight means entire division is fucked. No, because Poetan could just move up and go back down. It doesn't do anything. When Aspinall's 1-2 can't land, it's almost like no plan B other than ditch attempts to grapple. Well, that's because he's had so much success early. Thiago Santos hit as hard as Aspinall and John fought him. Yep. Alex would beat Tom. Yep. MMA 27 had an amateur fight and won, right? No, no. The guy was so much bigger. I was 184. He was, they said he weighed in at 184. No way. He was at least, God, 210, 215. Brother, no offense, but you're not smart. Sorry. I couldn't care less to be smart. Moving up means nothing. He's just moving up to fight John. Correct. Correct. He has an awful fan base, though. Yes. Okay. The collab would be fun to watch, though. Maybe at UFC 322. Sure. Who do you got for Shevchenko versus Wei Li? Wei Li. I think her speed and power is going to be the difference. Good job, Charisma. See ya. Goodbye. Usman wanting to move up to middleweight. What's your take? I like it. I like it. I don't like it in the top 5, but I like it. As long as you can pay your bill, you're smart. You're pretty smart. Yeah. I think Sarah was very wary of Tom's power after being hit. I disagree 100%. Disagree. It didn't look like it phased him at all. There are rumors that Usman is coming to the UFC. How will he do in the UFC at 155? I think pretty well. I was getting ready to do that. Anyone find it funny how the worst eye poke happened to Aspinall's left eye, but he was holding his right? Thank you, Maverick. That's what I said the whole time. One eye's pushing right here, which, okay, that's going to hurt. This one is dug in here. He pulls it out. This one's okay, but this one that he pushed on is all fucked up. That's crazy to me. Just coming in here being rude, there's no reason for it. Yep. Who do you got? Elise Ardeline versus Matsuri Ruiz. Ardeline, you say you don't think he was smart yet. Provide no reason for why. You can't expect everyone to just take your word for it. Okay? I think he saw some bloody nose and didn't want to fight anymore. Well, and see, like I said, the eye poke sucks. It hurts the whole fight because, for one, it doesn't need to happen. Two, it hurts Tom. You get poked in the eyeball. Sure. The problem is all the hype. The problem is all the talk. The problem is he looked human, and now again we have to wait again. And we all know who he learned the trick from. I mean, okay, he had no reason to do it. No, I got you, Race. I got you. I got you. You know, it sucks because I wanted to see a definitive ending. Correct. I wanted to see either Tom or Cyril get knocked the fuck out. I didn't want to see the weird stoppage. Yep. I just want to see how Tom fights later in the rounds. I wanted to see him get tested against a guy like Gon, who's typically pretty hard to hit. I wanted to see if Tom can um, control his cardio for 5 rounds. I wanted to see if we could find a finish later in the fight. Now I wanted to see Cyril submitted again. Well, it didn't look like that was going to happen. But Tom wanted to do Taekwondo kicks. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Correct. Again, if you guys can, smack that like button. Super chats are always welcome. I appreciate you. Tom released a vlog with his visit to his doctor after the fight. The doctor was like, "You seem all right to me." Correct. And then I guess he's going to like, get a second opinion or something. They said they didn't see any damage or anything like that. I don't know. They can rebook the fight early next year. Yep. You look at my friend. Okay. Okay. Wild to me. Just crazy. Once again, we have to wait. And then like the odds came out and it's like everybody, Tom's still the favorite. Look at that. I was like, yeah, but Tom was a minus 500. The odds are way closer now. He was just waiting to find a way out. He knew he was about to get beat. I mean, that was the feeling. That was like, ooh, okay. He's looking human a little bit here. Tom the turkey, finger in the eye. We don't know how it felt, double eye gouge. Well, it wasn't a gouge. It wasn't like he pulled. It just one got pushed right here. The other one went in. This one, this eye, wasn't the eye he complained about. He complained about this getting pushed, which again, of course, it's gonna hurt. I'm not disagreeing that it would hurt. Absolutely not. So he's still an interim champion, never won the real title. Correct. There's another live stream I tune into where everyone is a Jones hater, of course, and they were telling me I was picking Gon because I wanted to be different. Picking Gon because you wanted to be different. He's fought better fighters. Bro, book it now, Dana, before Jones trolls the heavyweight division. Does it again have to be at UFC 320? It can't be on a fight night or something, right? I mean, it could be whatever's quickest. It could be. But I mean, personally, I think it should be main event of a fight night. I don't think heavyweight division means anything. It's a stale division. I think you would get better viewership if it was a fight night. Because then everyone can watch it. Just imagine how strong Francis and Ngannou is. He took Gon down no problem. Well, look what John did. Took him down like it was nothing. Like he was training. Tom probably already playing darts at the pub, just laughing it up. Probably no fight night. It is a championship fight, sure, but you want as much views as you can for that fight. I think if it's a free one, you're going to get more views. LA Crackheads have more heart than Tom. And also, we've seen worse eye pokes. Can people continue? Like we just watched Kevin Holland get cut a knee to the groin twice and fight a whole rest of the first round holding his junk and still fight two more rounds. It just it feels I don't know. Also, after seeing the fight yesterday, imagine what Ngannou would do to Tom. Correct. Well, next year different. No pay per view. That's true. I think even injured knees Ngannou smashes Tom. Correct. I think UFC ruined Tom. The whole time we could have had Tom versus Ghana a long time ago. 1 year building up for this. That's true. That's true. Also, they could have done it in France, in Paris. What the fuck didn't that happen? Generational clash with the worst possible ending. Book it for a March. March? I don't want to wait till March. Or put 2 title fights in front of it. There you go. Ngannou has bad knees. Yeah, his knee when Francis fought Gane, his knee was jacked up. That's why when they said Cyril Gane had a knee bar, he just didn't know how to finish the knee bar. He could have beaten him. And Gane knew that fought Gane had injured knees. There you go. Yep. Yeah, but Holland shouldn't have. I agree. Also, that's on Dan Murgulata, the referee. He told Holland he'd be DQ'd if he didn't continue. He fucking lied to him. Clutch Attitude MMA, that's not UFC's fault. Tom could have fought it if he wanted to, but he waited for John. Cyril looked in career best form. Correct. However, Tom needs one punch to win. Clearly not. He landed 14 strikes to the head and didn't even hurt him. So clearly not. I mean, John Jones is way better wrestler than Francis. Jones was an Olympic, if I'm right. I think collegiate wrestler. I don't think he was Olympic. Francis just brute strength. Yes. What a pathetic event. To waste half my day just for that no contest. I agree. Sucked. Pereira torches Tom. Yep. You saw the eye poke and will retract your statement tonight. I saw the eye poke. I will not retract my statement. It sucks. That's my statement. Gon cannot eye poke, and he had no need to eye poke him. Notice Tom didn't post any pics of how red his eyes was because he was fine. He did post them, and they still were fine. I don't know if you answered what if Pereira catches Jones spinning back kick. I did answer, and I said I don't think he would catch it. Like catch it how? Catch him spinning like with a strike? I don't think John would throw a spinning thing. Did you give your official pick for Islam versus JDM yet? I'll tell you right now, Islam should have disqualified Gon. No, because it was as Tom's coming in. No, DC was Olympic, not Jones. Correct. Jones was not Olympic. Nope. So you call Tom a bitch and you won't retract it. I'll retract me calling Tom a bitch because it's on Gon. It's not on Tom. Uh, again, I've said this. You've missed a lot of what I've said, Trevor. So I have to repeat it again. It's frustrating when you have all this hype for a fighter that is good but not great. We haven't seen anything from him. Just the reality. And then it ends like that. We've seen worse eye pokes, we've seen worse fouls, and fighters continued. It's frustrating because we finally watched this fight where he's going through some adversity, and then an eye poke happens, and then Tom immediately was like, I can't see. As soon as he walked back to the cage, like, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I don't know. Is Islam versus JDO best fight of the year? Yes. Big Tom fan. I still believe he wins, and I'm willing to put money on it with any of you. He looked severely human in that fight. Gouge in the eyes, not a poke, was 100% intentional. Wasn't a gouge. A gouge is this. A gouge is pulling. This, putting his hand out, he caught him like this. It was just as Tom was coming forward. Again, it's just reaction. It's not intentional. Gon is trying to keep the distance. It doesn't mean it should happen, but it's not intentional. It's not like Gon was like, no, he was like this. As Tom's coming in, it happens. A reaction. Unsubscribing. See ya. I'm trolling at the same time. Yo, that cat frame looks so neat. Fuck with the heavy. Appreciate you. Islam. Wow, not surprised, but by moving up 150 or up 15 pounds is not easy. Okay. I mean, he does suck at fighting. Collegiate wrestler with Colby, yeah. UC should have had told us Jones and Aspinall weren't gonna fight straight away and book Aspinall fight straight. I mean, no. I guess in hindsight you could say yes, but the plan was they were gonna announce it. But then John retired. Frankie got like 500 subscribers this month too. He said it on yesterday's stream. That's awesome. Good for him. Poked him. Cat lover, yeah. What's up, Taj? What up, buddy? Again, smack that like button if you haven't already. Cyril's looking good. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. 100%. He was looking good. Ah, fudge. I can't remember what I was going to do. Is there a small chance he did actually quit because of the nosebleed? Again, the frustrating thing is that as soon as the foul happened, he goes to the cage. Immediately, Tom's like, I cannot see. So I don't know because he said it immediately. His channel is still small though. It's at 1,500 or something like last I checked. Okay. He had good interactions, so You think Gon was really sorry? Think Gon was what? I think we should strip Tom and give it back to Jones champion, let him fight Alex. Probably will stop growing so fast when it becomes a bit bigger. Because right now, Gon is the uncrowned champion. I mean, argument. And McGrew said Tom couldn't see few hours after the fight. Not sure how true that is. You doing good on money? Is anybody? um, yeah, I mean, he had a patch on it. The doctor said it was good. There wasn't damage, which is awesome. I don't know. DC kept asking Tom stupid questions. Yeah, yeah. And again, Tom was like, they're booing him. No, they're booing this whole thing. We've waited so long to watch him fight, and all this stuff happens. Just it feels weird. Even backstage, yeah. Gotta apologize to at ATM Tom and the UFC for the eye poke gouge. Do you think Gon was really sorry? Of course he was sorry. He didn't mean to. Look into affiliate marketing. I'm an entrepreneur and found a solid method a lot of people aren't doing. Oh, okay. Clearly that was a bad double eye poke, be honest. Dude, Trevor, you do not listen. Feel like you just say stuff to say stuff. Who's better actor, Gon or Aspinall? Aspinall. Gon wasn't acting. He was upset because it wasn't intentional. It was a reactionary thing. Does Dern have the greatest? Jesus Christ. I don't care at all. I mean, it wasn't that bad. The doctor said he was good. He just needs to quit being a quitter. Well, again, the hard part, Chase, with saying he's a quitter is that there was a foul. Like, Gon gave him that choice. Again, it's frustrating because we waited so long and then he was immediately was like, I can't see, I can't see, I can't see. And just like this one was worse than this one. This eye poke was worse. And he didn't even complain about this. The best actor is Bellato. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. Trevor, pack it up, bud. You're too soft for this sport. Stick to soccer. Remind me of Aljo Van Jan. Well, that one was bad. That one was bad because Aljo really, really had a bad neck. Like it's been proven at this point, and it's not even on Jan. Jan asked his corner, and his corner said it's good, so we need him. It's not even on Jan. Jan was winning, but in a rematch, I think Tom wins. I don't think there's anything that Tom can do better. That's the reality. I'm just trying to get people to stir it up. You're good, Chase. Aljo versus Jan was really effed up. Yeah. What's your favorite Netflix show? Mm, favorite Netflix show? Shit. Mm, I'm watching the Ed Gein one because I like Charlie Hunnam a lot. I think that's it on there. I'm watching a ton of Amazon on Amazon. Breaking Bad. Not a big Breaking Bad guy. You try getting eye poked like that and see how you feel afterward. Well, Gon is dumb. He forced his finger deeper into his eye socket clearly. Yeah, because that makes sense. Better Call Saul and Peaky Blinders. I've seen some Peaky Blinders. I haven't watched Better Call Saul. Um, Trevor, I don't know if you've seen what happened, but he stuck his finger on Tom's eye right here, and then this one went inside of his eye. He doesn't even complain about this eye. He complains about this one when Gon's pushing it back. So, okay. Best show on Prime, Invincible for you. Um, we're watching Tulsa King. That's a great show. Um, oh gosh, Landman. That's an awesome show. Oh, after seeing Tom vs. Gone, I think John beats Tom. His IQ is too high. Plus, now he has some footage of Tom. Well, he's always had footage of Tom. Like what Tom was doing is all stuff that he was doing there. This one, though, he looked really human because he wasn't fighting a guy that's stationary. He wasn't fighting a guy that's standing right in front of him. So we get to see his movement at times, his blitzes at times. Which again, if you have a guy that stands in front of you and is not a doesn't take big punches very well, Should watch The Day of the Jackal Politician. Oh, okay, I'll check that out. I'll check that out. It has the there's a guy that's I can't remember his name. I think he played Stephen Hawkins, I think. Oh, I can't remember. Breaking Bad, Ozark on Hulu, Snowfall. I started Snowfall, I liked it. Ozark, I like a lot. Again, not a big Breaking Bad guy. Prison Break's great. Watched a few episodes of Tulsa. Yeah, I love Tulsa. Sucks the main event and liked it. But there was some good fights yesterday. Absolutely. Watch Ed Gein's show. It's fantastic. Yep, I've started it. You gotta watch Invincible, best adult animated. Okay. Yep, Eddie Redmayne. Yep, that guy. You're absolutely right. God made him look human. Yep. And that's the best way you can define it. And it doesn't say like, okay, Gon's incredible. No, 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 no. It's just skill set to skill set. You see Gon have all that experience, even in losses. The boys have seen the first two seasons. Reacher, I've seen that. Didn't care for the newest one. My favorite one's the first season. Ozark are my top favorite shows. Ooh, okay. I love Jason Bateman. It's one of my favorite actors. I like Jason Bateman a ton. A ton. Yeah, a bit downhill. Yeah. I have to call this out. I've been saying it for months now that Tom was gonna get beat. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it felt like that, especially with the nose being busted up. Your cardio and your breathing, and whatever, is only gonna get so much better or so much worse at that, you know. Shama. Shama. Tom was literally winning that round. Trevor, you don't know how to score fights. Literally, you do not know how to score that fight. If Tom is bleeding, the most significant thing is the blood on Tom's face. Gon created that by catching him coming in. That is crazy. Did you see how nervous Tom was before the fight? He literally shaking the moment and pressure got to him. The first time he was facing adversity and he looked for a way out. Again, that's what it felt like. The poke is awful. We know this. Aspen was starting to heat up with those leg kicks before the eye poke. I mean, he didn't throw a ton. Bro, Trevor, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he is to blame for the cardio with all the funny taekwondo kicks. Yep. The actor of Jack Reacher tried to commit. Jesus, imagine having all that he has going on, and he wanted. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. I remember him from a few shows, like Blue Mountain State, I think it's called, and then he was in another show when I was a kid. I can't even reply to that. Yeah, Tom's eyes were closed when they got poked. He opened his eyes immediately after no wincing or nothing. Exactly. Again, I understand this one because he pushed on it, but immediately, not this one where the finger was in his eye. This one that got pushed, he immediately said, I couldn't see. Not this eye, he couldn't see. This eye. When Ghana was like this. And then his finger is in his fucking eye socket. And he's like, I can't see in this one. Not this one, this one. He had a nosebleed. Oh my God, that's what you're going on. He had a nosebleed, but his blood was all over his face. That's called damage, Trevor. Damage. When you get punched in the face and you're bleeding a little bit, and then you keep getting punched in the face, and then by the end of it, when your eyes fucked up or whatever, and you're covered in blood all over your face, Gon's winning the round based on damage. Damage. Tom had Macy Barber moment. No, 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 no. Look up the stats. It was 30-27 Gon. Gon landed 30 strikes. Tom landed 27. What are we talking about? I keep forgetting his name. Ilya destroyed Patty, dude. Destroys Patty. I don't think he destroys him. The roids make you emotional. The roids. Gon might have edged it out with activity, but Aspen was the bigger threat. I mean, earlier, sure. The guy has to be rage baiting seriously. Okay. They are fighting, not dancing. Correct. It looks like somebody threw red paint on Tom's face. Correct. Everyone can fight until they get punched in the face. Yep. Trevor, you belong in jail with your takes. Jesus. Crack me up, Trevor. You crack me up, man. Unbelievable. He's human. Yep. Glad I made you laugh, brother. Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Reacher Actor was in a movie with Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill. Anyone know the name of? I keep forgetting that. Henry Cavill. It's not Mission Impossible. Henry Cavill. The only thing I can think that Henry Cavill was in with Tom Cruise was Mission Impossible. Gon showed he is not some alien. Yep. If you're poked in the eyes, you're going to lose all concentration and momentum. So you're not going to want to jump straight back into the blurred vision, have to wait for rematch. I mean, yes, the issue is what was going on before the eye poke. Yes, that was the issue. It immediately had happened. And we've seen worse eye pokes. Immediately. He said he couldn't see. As soon as like it happens, the referee times it out, he goes to the cage and he says, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Can't wait for Justin to get an undeserved title shot so Ilya sleeps him cold. Agreed. Not a man on the planet that can beat Tom Aspinall in a hand-to-hand combat. Cyril Gahn was beating them. What are you talking about? He was all covered in his own blood. What? I doubt he quit. They're fighters, not dancers. Yeah, I don't think they quit. I don't think that's what it is. It's just frustrating because we've seen way worse fouls. And then immediately he was like, nope, nope. So you don't think Aspinall is the real deal? No. Can't wait for round two. Aspinall will come back and adjust the range and counters. Well, I mean, we'll see. Mission Impossible Fallout. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. Tom's father said Tom is moving to boxing after 3 fights because of the more money. I think he does very bad in boxing. Very bad. We were watching the same fight, right? Gon was beating him hand to hand. Yes. Even the stats show it. Gon outlanded him by 3. It was 30-27. The damage was on Aspinall because of the bloody nose that Gon was making bloody with his jab and catching him with the left straight as Tom was coming in. That wins Gon the first round based on damage. Do you think Tom will try to force heavily grappling next time? 100%, Tristan. Dana was pissed Tom quit, but honestly, can't blame Tom for the eye poke was nasty. Yeah, the eye poke was nasty, but we've seen worse and haven't seen fighters be like, I can't see. Even with worse eye pokes. Tom Aspinall or Jake Paul in boxing? I mean, come on. I think I got it mixed up. There was no Tom Cruise in it. It was the movie Mystery of Warfare. I've never heard of that. I seriously think Jones would destroy it. 100% Cowboy. 100%. 100. Because it takes like one of those bad timed blitzes from Tom, and John's getting a hold of them and taking them down. It's that easy. Even Shadow of his former self, Wilder, would KO Tom in boxing. Correct. The speed might give him a little bit of an issue, but I agree. Those jabs were not doing real damage. Sure, he bloodied, but 0 damage. Coffee. What the fuck is that comment? Let's read that again. The jabs were not doing real damage. Sure, he was bloodied, but 0 damage. Sir, if my face is clean and you jab me in the nose and it's bleeding, you cause damage. You trolling me? Are you trolling me? Does Volkov have a better chance than Tom versus Gon? No. What an incredibly stupid thing to say. Gon is a cheater scumbag. He was on PEDs. Let's go, Gon. Bloody that face. Bro, your predictions went wrong. Oh well. It's MMA. You just contradicted yourself in your own comment. Yeah. Yeah. Assault doesn't need to cause damage. What? What? Oh yeah, I went 6-6-0-1. So, I mean, it is what it is. How is making your opponent bleed not causing damage? What the fuck? Yeah, Tom minus 450 favorite was ridiculous, and now odds on rematch for Gon still have Tom minus 200 with the favorite. What the fuck? Yeah, I seen Tom was like a minus 160 or something like that. Maybe it was 200 and Gon was plus 160. Crazy. The level of stupidity. Anyone but that hasn't been jabbed in the eyes yet? Yeah. Some of these people I can't even argue with. They just make themselves sound stupid. Correct. Anybody who said Tom Aspinall was losing is crazy. Um, Day, you've never, that doesn't make sense. If my face is clean and I get punched in the face and my nose starts to bleed, that is damage. That was the most significant thing going on in that first round. That would mean by damage, Gon was winning the round. The reason why there was more blood on Tom's face was because more blood, more punches were landing on Tom's face. That's that's how that happens. Tommy lost his eye. He had a bloody nose, buddy. Yes, but in a fight, that means a big thing. That's a big fucking deal. Yeah, but significant damage landed was on Tom. Was Tom Aspinall. Hey, significant strikes was 30-27, Cyril gone. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ. Marab might have serious chance for triple champ. I agree. I need to see fight. Yes. Do you think Tom would have continued after eye poke if his nose wasn't fucked up and he was losing? Wasn't fucked up and he was losing? Um, Honestly, I think if his nose wasn't fucked up, he would have continued. Heavyweight jab, like if he had just hurt Don and that happened, he would have hopped right back in there. Heavyweight jabs hit hard. Yep. Bro, he landed more in the head. So that means nothing. What are you talking about? The more damaging shots. Clearly, Tom was bloody from being jabbed in the nose. That means Gon was landing more damage. Gon ate Tom's best punches as the fight goes on. He'd have even less power. Correct. Maybe they mean more significant strikes by percentage of strikes. Gon eye poked because he knew he was about to get slept. Okay? You legit makes zero sense. Well, then get out of my chat. Marab versus Pantoja next if they both win at 323. You mad Rogers lost tonight? Nope. The game was great. The defense lost the game, not even Rogers. Do you think Tom should have paced himself more? I don't like the fact that he kept lunging in. I mean, that's what caused the nose damage. I do mind watching a rematch, but I think Tom is not as good as people think. No shit. No disrespect, Cowboy. Of course he's not. Tom reaches biggest weakness. Yes. Tom was slowing down to end around one. Correct. Trevor, bro, what the fuck are your takes? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Tom Aspinall was too pacey. He was nicking Cyril. Yes, yeah, unless Tom got good takedowns later or more significant strikes, he could have won the round. But Gon was winning because the bloodied nose. John didn't do shit until the one takedown against Gon. The fight lasted 2 minutes and 4 seconds. It was a minute in before John got a takedown, or less than a minute. What are you talking about? Cyril's overrated. Well, he bloodied Tom up. If anyone's overrated, it's Tom. Slowing down, he was literally chopping his legs down with zero damage to his face. It was sub. I'm from Poland. You see, our head coach was working with the mafia? Nope. Yo, what's up, Calm? What's up, man? I was just watching your Garcia versus Onama breakdown. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You realize I can walk into a room and get a bloody nose that will run for 10 plus minutes. That doesn't mean mass damage. Trevor, you are an idiot. That makes no sense. Clearly, that's not damage. If you were in a fight and someone punches you in the nose and you were bleeding, the other man won. What? Jalton versus Volkov decision thoughts? I thought Jalton won. I think if your game plan is to take someone down and control them, that's your game plan. Yes, you can talk about damage and all that stuff. I get it. But he did his game plan. He was controlling him. He was doing all those things. I thought he won. Close fight, though. Trevor has a crush on Aspinall. Yes. Tom was clearly guessing, what the fuck do you people have eyes? Oh, I have eyes. Trevor can't even get the finger. Get the fighters' names right. Just ignore him. I watch you, bro, because you call out all the idiots on here. Appreciate you, Spartan. Tell him was so close to knocking him out. Not close at all. What are you talking about? I think dude has something wrong with him, Trevor. Your reading comprehension not on tonight. I mean, I was just reading. That doesn't make any sense. Uh, in the context of MMA fights, it's damage. Yeah, exactly. Portland Trailblazers of the NBA out head coach was arrested by the being part of the mafia. It was on national news. Really? Holy shit. Tom fanboys are strange. Correct. So Diaz didn't win round two against Connor in the first fight. What? What? He beat the shit out of him, and Connor beat the shit out of him in the first round, and then it seemed like Diaz was coming back in the second round. Book it in Vegas. Aspinall smashes Gon in the rematch. I disagree. Aspinall has no plans past first 60 seconds. Correct. I think Trevor's a little slow. Trevor, stop. Someone's gonna put him out in round two. Oh, now it's round two. First it was 90 seconds. First it was the first round. Oh, but it goes past the first round, and now he's gonna sleep Gon with a broken nose. Get the fuck out of here. Like a simple nosebleed was mass damage. Trevor, you don't know Jesus. Well, he was literally nicking Gon. What are you talking about? Nicking? No. Gon was literally dancing in front of Tom, entering his flow state. His footwork was beautiful. Correct. Tom looked gassed out too. Correct. Uh, in the first round, Elijah versus Waldo thoughts. I think I put out a short, me actually talking about it. I think Elijah. I think that's how you say it. Elijah. He's a little bit more cleaner with his boxing. I like him, bro. Fucking look up Portland head coach, part of the mafia, betting and rigging in NBA games. I did see that. You saying the betting thing, I remembered that. Yes. Trevor, stop writing Aspinall. Did Dana say immediate rematch? Yes, he did. Tom fast as hell, big and doesn't gas. Gon was gonna crumble. Doesn't gas? What are you talking about? By hating on Tom? Okay. And Ante Delage is better than Tom. I wouldn't say he's better than Tom. That's crazy. That means he was literally so close and is just pacing by his face. What? He landed a clean right hand. It had no effect on Gon. I'm sorry, but the way that Tom fights and the way his power is, I guarantee you, is his best chance to finish Gon like that was early. Not later with a broken nose, not later as his nose is gushing blood, not later, early. It was going to be only an uphill battle here for Tom as the fight went on. Tom looked emotional after the right hand. And again, the big left as he was coming in, like, you can only get caught by that so many times. Imagine shitting on time after a 50-50 round one after a major double eye poke. This bias is disgusting. Good night, bro. See you. Goodbye. I wish UFC would pay John and Francis 50 million each to fight each other at the White House. I'm Tom, sorry, but I don't think that fight's competitive. Khabib, okay. Okay. Obviously, if it stays on the feed, it's competitive. I'm not saying that. Of course it is. You're gonna talk Frankie about the collab? Um, is he on live? Let me see. Ah, fudge. What's his freaking name? Uh, UFC triple threat match could be fanboys dropped out of nowhere. Tom knows now how it feel to get figured by a UFC fighter. Wait for the rematch. Yep, I actually kind of feel bad for the dude if he actually thinks he got some issues. Okay. Do you think Jeremiah Wells over Themba Garimbo? I would like Fight Night Frankie. I would like to think so, but Themba is good. It just Wells is so powerful and fast. I don't know. That's a hard one. Fight night Frankie. There we go. Is he live? No, he was live 7 hours ago. Tom fan here and Jones hater was not winning that round, but it was close. I don't think we saw enough to defy. Definitely say tomorrow would lose. Styles make fights. Yeah, the issue is I don't mean disrespect. I'm just saying the issue is the best version of Tom is going to be early against a guy like Gon. Say what you want, but Gon has more experience. He's fought the better fighters. It's not even close. And Gon was having a lot of success with the early weapons and the earliness of Tom Aspinall. With a broken nose, which I would assume it was, it's only going to be an uphill, but more of an uphill battle for Tom as the fight goes. Not for Gon, for Tom. I had 300 on Gon to win. The no contest saved my money. Hell yeah. I'm talking about Trevor. Yeah, how you doing? You think Dern won? Yeah, it wasn't even close. Jamal Hill went to war with Yuri. Khalil got dominated. Khalil got dominated. What the fuck are you talking about? Khalil won the first 2 rounds. Khalil got dominated. You haven't watched MMA. That doesn't make sense. Man, this guy thinks he knows everything about MMA, bro. Calm. Calm what? I watched it. It was 10-9 gone round. Yep. People have gotten so used to Aspinall knocking opponents out cold within the first minute that anyone survived even one round against him seems like big deal. Yeah. Connor's bullshit, obviously. So do you think Gon will be the betting favorite? I'm thinking Tom will be a slight favorite. Well, he is. He's a minus 200 in the rematch. Gon is a plus 160. So what is next after that rematch? Who's next to get the title shot after heavyweight? There's nobody. Well, it would either be Volkov. Yeah. What's next for Azamat, the title eliminator versus Yuri? I mean, you could do that. You could do. Mm, the problem is Yuri's not never fighting Pereira. It makes no sense to fight Pereira again. Um, I mean, you could do Khalil. You want to do a winner, of course. Yeah, probably Yuri. Unfortunately. Do you feel vindicated? I remember you weren't on the Aspinall hype train. Do I feel vindicated? No, it was a no contest. Aspinall's offensive wrestling was truly exposed because he only successfully took down Arlovsky and Volkov. Arlovsky is 500 years old, and Volkov, he's too tall to sprawl. Correct. Bet Gon if you want to win big money. Can't wait. Islam gets slept by JDM. JDM has no power. 3 a.m. here in Brazil. What am I even doing here? I need to rethink my life. Yeah, we're just talking about MMA, buddy. Alex Pereira, let's go. The odds are probably going to be close in a rematch, so +3. No, again, the odds now they've already came out -200 plus 160 for Gon. A wild Khabib fanboy. Jones Poetan, great fight. I love it. Islam probably subs JDM, unfortunately. Let's go. I'm here for it. But it is now 1 o'clock in the morning. I really, really do appreciate you. Khalil gave up. Clan, get out of here. That's doesn't even make any sense. He gave up while he got punched in the face. Get the fuck out of here. We're going live tonight. Always look forward to it. Appreciate you, Chase. Stay safe. Recover, buddy. Take your time. Don't rush stuff. I do appreciate you guys. Again, if you want to become a member, go to the member button. Click that. If I get more, it means he's tall and it's hard for him to get down low to sprawl. It's harder. It's easier for guys to get to his legs. But yeah, become a member. I appreciate you guys. In fact, the more members I can have, the more members I get, the better and more live streams I can do for my members only. We do a lot more things over there for the members. But I do appreciate you guys. Khalil has cardio issues. How does he have cardio issues when he was beating the shit out of Yuri in the first 2 rounds? Found an enormous fight week. I mean, I don't really care. But I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, watch the shorts as well. Smack that like button, subscribe if you're not. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. No, no Khalil Johnny Walker.